Hello everyone, I hope you are doing great, staying healthy and safe. I hope you all are ready to welcome new normal after COVID-19. I am Shivani Nirwal. I'm an occupational therapist and a child psychologist. I work at Shrishti and I handle school projects to provide inclusion. Today I will provide you some tips to handle children with autism. Before I start with tips, I would like you to know about autism. Autism is a neurological and developmental disorder which impacts the nervous system and affects the overall cognitive, social, and emotional health of the child. It majorly affects the social communication behavior. We'll see some early signs for autism, like they tend to show repetitive behavior like hand flapping. They are not comfortable in maintaining eye contact for the longer period of time. Another sign is that they do not respond to their names when they are called. Most of the children with autism have sensory processing disorder. Like they cannot bear the loud noise. Sometimes, they develop phobia for this noise also, or they don't like to be cuddled or hugged. They face difficulty in chewing certain food or wearing certain texture of clothes. They cannot sit at one place. These are some common examples of sensory processing disorder. According to World Health Organization, 1 in 160 children have an autism spectrum disorder. So when you are looking after a child with autism, it is very important for you to take care of yourself first. So I would like to give you some tips. Keep 4 things in your mind. One is that you have to be emotionally strong. This will help you to become a good parent for your child. Second is to find time for yourself. Do yoga, follow your hobby, just look for healthy me time. Third, please stop blaming yourself. You are not the cause of the condition of your child. As I told you, autism is a neurological in nature with unknown reason. Fourth is that you have to educate yourself for autism as much as possible because your knowledge is going to help you to help your child. So now let me begin with the parenting tips. Uh, as soon as you notice there is a speech delay, in fact, it is for everybody. Like if you see that there is a delay in speech milestones, seek professional help immediately. Although delay in speech is not necessarily a sign of autism, it can be just a delay in speech. But if you go to a speech therapist, it will help the child to prevent the risk of the development of other language disorders in the later ages. And like on the other hand, if you see there is a sign of autism or you just have learned that your child has been diagnosed with autism, so you have to accept it and so that you can provide the early intervention to get the good results. Now some parents ask me, if autism is not curable, then why therapies are required? So the answer is, as I told you in the beginning, that autism is a social communication disorder with or without sensory processing difficulties. With early intervention, you would be able to manage the symptoms of autism. Just like diabetes. You cannot be cured from diabetes, but you can control it by managing symptoms. With therapy, severity of disorder can be controlled. So always remember, sooner the better. So first step is to focus on early intervention and seek professional help to manage the severity of autism. Second tip is structuring and generalization. Most commonly, children with autism have difficulties in generalizing learned skill from one setting to another. For an example, if your therapist have made your child to learn to say few words, your child probably will say these words at therapist center but will not utter a word at home or in the school setting. If you're facing this difficulty with your child, then ask your therapist to share the program with you, and you have to learn the way they are doing it, so that you can conduct the same at home. You have to be consistent the way you interact with your child and the way you manage manage the behavior of your child. Now the third tip is to structure their routine. Generally, children with autism, they are rigid with their routine. Actually, routine helps them to stay calm. So prepare a schedule for them and keep everything in it right from the beginning, like wake up time, brushing, bathing, school timings, etc. Along with that, try to keep 1 hour in the schedule in which activity is not mentioned, but the child is aware about it. In this hour, you can take your child out to play, or you can play some activity at home, or you can keep a story time, or just anything that child enjoys, but try to make changes to minimum. Tell your child about the activity before an hour. This exercise will help you to make your child prepared for unavoidable situations in the beginning. It would be difficult for your child to adapt, but gradually he or she will adapt. Be a little creative and have fun with the child in this hour. Fourth tip is to reward them. Positive reinforcement can bring out the best in any individual of any age, and it can go a long way with your child. It will help them to generalize, learn skill from one setting to another. It will also help them to learn quit negative behavior. You just have to look for their good behavior and avoid negative behavior. Remember, reward should be given to the child immediately after their good behavior to avoid confusions. Now the fifth tip, it is for non-verbal children. Speech is a very crucial milestone. Every parent is anxious about it, but the fact is, autism is a social communication disorder. Children with autism, whether they are verbal or non-verbal, they will have difficulty in some social communication, in expressing their needs, or to follow all the rules of conversation, like when to stop, when to start. They face difficulty in judging that. And it is estimated that approximately 25% to 50% of children diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder may never develop spoken language beyond a word or utterances. I have seen many parents emphasizing too much only on the speech, but let me tell you, I have witnessed many children with savant skills. I saw a girl, she used to draw a beautiful painting, and there was a child who was extremely good with animation, and there was a girl, she could not speak, but she was a great philosopher. And if you have heard about it, David Christopher is a great poet and writer. So speech is not the ultimate goal in anybody's life, although one should not stop trying. But yes, along with the speech, focus on many other areas also in which child can excel. Children with autism have their own way to learn. We just have to learn that way. So if your child is nonverbal, look for the nonverbal cues and gestures when he or she is hungry, thirsty, or wants some toy. You have to become an observant. Pay a close attention to their expressions and gestures. Children with autism, they show tantrums or they become very upset or aggressive when they are misunderstood by their caregivers. So you need to understand their cues and convey the same to the therapist and other members who are handling the child. A child with autism is a child first. So you must have time to enjoy with them, to play their favorite game or activity. This will give a healthy break to your child and it will help you to build a bond with your child. Now tip number 5 is to learn about your child. Look for the strengths along with the weaknesses in your child. Look for the antecedents, means the causal factors which is affecting their mood or behavior. Look for the way the child is learning, or you can use that approach at home, or maybe you can convey the same to the therapist also. You just have to see what does your child enjoy the most. Look for that. You may be able to use that as a positive reinforcement. So I would like to say, never ever give up on your child. Look for the way you can make yourself happy, because someone said happy mother means happy child. All the very best to all mommies. Thank you.